Duncan, it is such a pleasure to be speaking with you once again. Congratulations on becoming the first airline in the world to offer to cover the cost of COVID tests. Why is Etihad doing that?
Well, you know what? It's all about building confidence, and we want to ensure our travelers that they can fly with us. They can have the confidence that the PCR tests are part of the value proposition, and obviously, as part of our network, we want everyone to have the COVID test. We want that confidence for every passenger on board the aircraft. So it's a big part of the value proposition that is attached to the wellness initiative that our team has created, and there's been a lot of thought leadership that's gone into that. Terry Daly and Linda Celestino and the operations folks have really done a phenomenal job in operationalizing that. And from a commercial perspective, really the initiative is to work with our partners, create that confidence so that customers feel that they can travel safely and again, with a lot of confidence.
Right. Do you believe testing all passengers will allow you to defer some of the quarantine restrictions posed by many countries?
Well, you know what? I think we're trying to do our part, and we're trying to create, again, some confidence, even for the governments of the different jurisdictions that we fly into. And as you know, every government is handling this differently, and it's a global pandemic. So, what we're trying to do is deliver passengers into those jurisdictions that don't have COVID. The best way that we can do that is to have everyone tested. So, for us, it really is about, again, building confidence of the traveler, plus building confidence of the destinations and the governments that we work with. And our government relations guys are doing a phenomenal job in making sure that we are able to stand up in front of any government in any jurisdiction and say that we have these processes in place. Our crews are safe, our passengers are safe, and we're doing all we can to identify those and screen those that may be positive.
Now, testing is just the latest initiative that you've taken, and the one before that was including COVID insurance on all fare classes. That must cost the airline a lot. Are you seeing the return on it?
Well, you know what? Again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to create confidence. And we see this as a long-term investment in making sure that, again, that passengers can book with confidence. They know that if something does happen to them on their trip, that they are protected, that they do have insurance. And you'll see a lot of jurisdictions and tourism boards are now offering COVID insurance as well. And again, I think what we're trying to do as an industry is just create confidence for people to travel, know that if anything does happen, that we've looked after them from a financial perspective, we've looked after them from an operational perspective, and we're doing all we can as one of the contributors or one of the participants in the tourism sector, but also making sure from a duty of care perspective that corporations can put their employees on board aircraft, know that this COVID insurance is in place, know that the airlines are doing all we can to ensure that their passage is safe, that our crews also are tested and quarantined and operate as safely as we possibly can.
Definitely steps in the right direction. And these, of course, are part of a bigger picture around the wellness campaign. Yes. And the wellness positioning that Etihad is taking. Tell us a little bit more about that, please.
Yeah, well, you know what? Our CEO, Tony Douglas, has done a great job in, just talking about the wellness initiative and that value proposition. And again, for him, it's about making sure that we as a company are a responsible contributor to the tourism sector, a responsible operator in repatriating people to their countries, and then also taking care of those who do have to fly for whatever reason. Part of the wellness initiative is, again, coming back to that same theme that I've been talking about, which is creating confidence. We think that the wellness initiative and all of the attributes attached to it just create a great proposition for the customer and gives them the ability to book with us, knowing that they have the flexibility in the fare, they have flexibility in terms of their travel, their COVID insurance is covered, and also the PCR test is covered again. So those are things that are well received by the customer.
Right, and your mandate, Duncan, specifically is on the commercial side of things. All of these initiatives are good and they probably will pay off in the long term, but are you seeing a bump in reservations right now? Are you seeing this confidence translating into revenue?
Well, you know what, as you well know, we as an industry have been disproportionately hit from a revenue perspective. And, the vast majority of the world's fleet was sitting on the ground at one time. We're in a lucky position where, we'll be operating a significant portion of our network, our 2019 network, and, north of 40%. And again, other carriers are operating significantly less than that. We've also had the benefit of our cargo operation, and our team on the cargo side has done a phenomenal job. And as you know, the UAE is such a global thought leader in terms of philanthropy and charity, and have participated in a number of operations delivering medical equipment, PPE equipment, and other equipment around the world. So we've been participating in a lot of those. From a commercial perspective, what we have not seen is a tremendous amount of traffic, and I think all of our colleagues in the industry would share that same sort of data point. And as you've seen from the IATA discussions, the traffic just hasn't come back yet. But we are optimistic that we'll start to see some improved traffic in 2021 in Q1, and obviously it's going to take us a while to get back to any type of pre-COVID traffic and demand.
Well, I think, Duncan, you're definitely on the right track, and thank you for continuing to lead the industry in terms of initiatives, be it testing, insurance, the wellness ambassadors that you had, I think 6 months ago when everyone was trying to still figure out stuff. I do believe that traffic will return, and this sets up Etihad well competitively as well.
I think so too. And, I think the other thing that we've done a very, very good job of is staying engaged with our customers and our partners. If you look at a lot of the media, a lot of the social media that our team is doing, again, I think Amina and her team have done a phenomenal job globally, just, telling our story, reiterating to our customers and prospective customers about the efforts and thoughts that we put in, the contributions from the airport authority here in Abu Dhabi. So there's lots of stakeholders who have contributed to it. But I certainly do like how we've been very engaged with our customers, and even the sales organizations, just active all day long.
Yeah, definitely the right thing to do for the ecosystem to come together and work as one, because we have the same goal to kickstart travel again. And thank you, Duncan, and all the best.
Yeah, it's great to see you, and thanks for having us.
Thank you.